Thank you for being here on my first episode of the Celiatoks podcast. And today, my very first guest is the one and only, I don't think she needs an introduction. It's our very own, the one and only Mrs Adetunji.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to dive right in. We've already got questions from people who want to get advice from Mrs Adetunji. Here is our first question.
Dear Mrs Adetunji, my teenage daughter and I have been drifting apart lately. She seems to shut me out and I often feel like I'm walking on eggshells around her. I want to support her and maintain a close relationship, but I don't know. I just don't know how to break through her walls. How can I reconnect with her without just pushing her further away?
What would you do if you were in that situation? Hey, daughter shut her out. Excuse me, whose house is it? Is it her house or her daughter's house that she's living that she shut her out? No. What she means is that she's not able to communicate with her daughter. Her daughter isn't speaking to her at the moment. And then, what would you do if this was your daughter? So your daughter does not want to talk to you, and so, instead of you to be happy and go and live your life, is that a problem? If your teenage daughter is disturbing you every time, talking nonsense, you know the nonsense they like to talk about, or playing all their nonsense, talking on your phone, making noise, that's the one you want. You don't want the one that you can just have your peace of mind. You want the one that will be disturbing you. Other people are walking with shoe. You want to walk on eggshell. Don't go and look for something that will better your life. She's not talking good. Praise the Lord.
You cannot mean that you wouldn't mind that your daughter would put walls up between you and her.
She put wall up in my own house. Put wall in my house. How can she put up wall in my own house?
She doesn't mean building actual walls in the house. She's speaking figuratively.
I know it's figurative. I know. She cannot do that to me in my own house. If I want to talk to her, she must talk to me. If I don't want to talk to her, she must not talk to me. It's my house. The food she's eating, I'm the one that's buying it. So how is she going to tell me when I will talk and when she will talk? You these parents of nowadays, let me talk to you well. Auntie, you are spoiling your children. You are the ones giving them the permission to do nonsense and treat you like rubbish. Very soon now, she will slap you in the face when she wants to eat breakfast. You want to talk to her and she shut the door on you. The problem there is that she has a door to her bedroom. That's your first problem. Why is there a door? I beg my friend, remove that door. Remove it. After the door is off, you will now enter the room and search everywhere in that room, because they're always hiding things, all the drawers, everything, under the bed, under the pillow. And while you are searching, you must not say pin. When you are finished searching, when you find any evidence of anything, that will be your starting point, my sister. February 15. February 15 is where you will find all the different evidence that you will use against her. And on that February 15, you will find all the things that they have been hiding, especially if they are one of those wayward girls. You will find something. I promise you. And then you will gradually, you will get all the information that you need that is causing her to have the effrontery to be quiet when you are talking to her. What nonsense. Then you can now start addressing it. The first thing you will do to address is it will beat her where I will beat the living daylight out of her. Okay. If you have koboko, it's good. You can go outside and just pluck a branch from the tree. Should in case this is the first time you are inflicting punishment on your children. If you don't have tree outside your house, my sister, find anything that is around. You can be a creative person in this industry of parenthood. After that, kick her out. Tell her to pack her things and get out of your house. Get out. I cannot be correct. Is it correct? It's not. It's not. It's incorrect. Is incorrect. And finally, the last thing, you people must make sure that your children have fear inside them. Number one, fear of God. Number two, fear of you. If they don't have those two things, I'm sorry for you. You will not be bringing up children. You'll be bringing up animals. Animals, like dogs, with no training. Well, okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Adetunji. So to add to that, what I would say is dealing with teenagers can be difficult because they're going through a difficult time of life where they're figuring things out for themselves and learning who they are. Make sure that when you want to try and communicate with your teenager, that you choose a good time. Timing is key. If you choose the wrong time, you could actually make things worse. And also, don't take it personal. They're going to treat you the worst of everybody else because they know you love them. They feel safe with you to express whatever feelings they have. What is that? Well, thank you for watching our very first podcast. Thank you so much, Mrs Adetunji. It was an absolute pleasure having you here with us today.